Hello viewers, welcome back to Ohio Airgun Shooter. Before I get started, just want to say a quick thank you to all of those of you who have subscribed. I'm steadily approaching 400 subscribers. It's been a little bit of a journey since I started the channel. Just with your help, it's been getting better. So thank you very much. For those of you who are just now finding the channel, I hope and you'll enjoy some of the videos that I do. I'm not doing this professionally. It's just kind of a hobby, and I want to give you good, honest reviews on everyday air guns that pretty much anybody can buy. So I'm here to help you out, and I enjoy doing it. A lot of the air guns, air pistols, paintball markers, air rifles that you have seen in my videos, many of them I have owned for a while. There are several that are new. I like getting new things, and anyhow, I'm just I want to share my passion with you. Just give you my honest reviews, show you some testing, and help you decide whether or not you want to get that particular item that I'm reviewing or testing. So if I can help you out, hey, that makes me happy. So again, thank you for being here today, and we'll get on to today's video. So in this video, I'm going to take a look at one of the air guns that I've had in my collection for probably a little over a year now. This is a Glock 17. This one's by Umarex. It's actually a 6mm Airsoft CO2 Blowback replica. Box. Again, it is from Umarex. There's some of the specifications. Like it's up to what, 350 feet per second with 0.20 gram BBs. Again, powered by a single 12 gram CO2 cartridge. Blowback. And it does have a capacity of 17 rounds, just like the Glock 17. Again, this is the Gen 4. Let me see what it says right here. Version should say right down there. It is. I don't say it was Gen 4, but I believe this is the Gen 4. Right down there. Yeah, it is Gen 4. Yeah, Glock 17 Gen 4. Black CO2 Airsoft. There you go. Again, it's not new. I've had it for well over a year now. I'll just put the silicate in there myself to kind of help keep some moisture out when I restore these. Again, it's a CO2 powered version. It does come with a good instruction owner's manual. This one comes with extra back straps, small, medium, and large, and your Allen key for removing and tightening the cap for the CO2 cartridge. Let's get this box steadily out of the way here. It does come with the orange tip. That's required by law here in the United States. I have removed some of them off of some of my airsoft pistols. I've left this one on because it just seems like it's very difficult to get out, and the last couple that I've tried to get off of other ones, it's just been a pain, and I've even heated it to try to just get them to pop out, so I'm just leaving this one in. So it's really not that bad. I'm kind of in town here, so if I am shooting this in my backyard, the orange tip is a dead giveaway, so a little peace of mind for the neighbors and for me as well. But it is definitely Glock 17. zoom out just a little here. There you go, a little better. Full size drop out magazine, as you can see here. CO2. This one has the little sliding on the bottom, which hides and exposes the cap, which is nice. Just snaps back in. Again, it holds 17 BBs. Features: trigger safety. It actually has two safeties. It has a trigger safety, and it does have a manual safety down here underneath. Does not have any white lettering. It's a tiny faded white lettering on the bottom of the trigger guard for the warning. It's blowback. As you can see here. Trigger is really not that bad. It does need to be racked before it will fire, but when you do rack it, it's a very light trigger pull. Much lighter than the Glock 17 Gen 5 paintball marker that I have. That one has a very heavy trigger, but this Airsoft is just, I mean, it just has a really nice light trigger. I mean, hardly any effort. Some of the markings: Glock 17 Gen 4 Austria, and then it has 9x19. There's the other side, a little fake serial number. Actually, I like how it matches on the slide and on the barrel. Here's your fake extractor. It's Glock. It's very nice. Nice plastic. It does have the white bar on the rear sight and then the white dot on the front sight. The rear sight isn't adjustable. Only thing I don't like about this is that this area is fading, wearing off the paint. I mean, it's not too bad, but I actually applied a little bit of silicone grease, just kind of help that. I mean, I guess I could always repaint it or re-blue it. I got bluing for firearms. I don't know if that would even help. I could take it apart and just redo it. But hey, just wear and tear. Hey, it's got some good use. So as you can see, it's not brand new, but it is a very nice replica. I have owned a real 9mm Glock 17 years ago. This is back early 90s when I was doing security. I actually purchased one of these from a police officer, and I loved it, but ended up selling it for something else. I think I sold it, and then or I traded it in on a Taurus PT92 9mm, which was a heck of a gun. But those I no longer have, so this kind of just helps me reminisce of that first Glock 17 that I ever owned. But it's very nice, as you can see. Again, blowback. Does have a pretty good snappy return. Again, trigger is really light. Does have a rail underneath. It feels strippable, I believe. Magazine release is just on the left hand side. Again, full-size magazine. It's metal, so it adds the weight. Once you put it out, probably weighs about half the weight. Add it in, you can feel the difference. Now it actually feels like a loaded firearm, which it isn't. This is an Airsoft. No firearms are on this channel today. Again, the Glock. The grip has very nice texture, stapling. It's got the combat kind of grips in the front. I don't remember my original Glock 17, the 9mm that I bought. I don't remember that being on there. I think it was just smooth back then. But yeah, there you go. But what we'll do today is we'll load it up with some CO2. And we'll test out some BBs over the chronograph, and then we'll do a little target testing on some paper targets, and maybe a little plinking, see if we can knock down some targets. Now, see if we'll probably punch through aluminum cans. We could try a couple of those, but I'm not gonna shoot at 10. It's just it's just too hard of a material for most of these airsoft air pistols. So, yeah. We'll go get set up for the chronograph, and we'll get on with some of the shooting. Before I jump to the chrony testing of the Glock 17 Gen 4, here is my Glock 17 Gen 5 paintball marker. This is the 43 caliber. Definitely a different style of magazine. Very similar. I mean, definitely different in the front with the Gen 5 to the Gen 4. It's more squared. It's more beveled on the Gen 5. Grips. Now, this doesn't have the combat style grips. This is more true to the 17 that I remember. As you can see here, Glock 17 Gen 5 43. Same sights. As you can see, very similar. This one actually has more white lettering than this one does, the Airsoft, as you can see here. This one does have ambidextrous slide catch and release. No safety. The only safety this one has is the trigger safety. But as I was saying, this one has a much heavier. It's very heavy. This thing it's very heavy. I mean, even racking it doesn't help. I just feel like it's just constant double action striker fire. It's very heavy. Let's see, whole fire. Got a rack. Has a long drag. Even the brake isn't that crisp. It's hard. It's a little hard to predict. Unlike this one. It's so much smoother, so much lighter, and so much better. But that's the difference. Similar, but yet very different. For the velocity, accuracy, and plinking today, we're going to use 0.20 gram BBs, and we'll also use some 0.25 gram BBs. I will be using a Umarex brand CO2 cartridge with a drop of silicone oil on the tip. Some of these caps are a little difficult to get the threads going, so just be careful not to cross thread. There we go. I think, nope. Just some I have more, there we go. Some I have more problems with than others. Just, there we go. But you definitely want to be careful not to cross thread. There. And just slide your cap back on.
now just load it up with BBs. I do only have one magazine for this Glock 17 Gen 4 Airsoft. So what I'll do is I'm going to run 2 magazines of 0.20 gram, get some velocities, and then I'll run another 2 magazines on a fresh CO2 cartridge with the 0.25 gram BBs. To load this one, you just pull down the follower. This one doesn't lock into place, so you just either gotta hold it down with your thumb and then pour your BBs in, or just load them one by one. Since this is a Glock 17, I'll go ahead and do a full 17 rounds. When you load them, make sure they're kind of double stacking like this. There we go. 17 rounds. You see I kind of got a little gap up here, so I just need to try to get those right. Oh, still a gap. So sometimes I notice if it's like that, they'll tend to get bound up in here. So, alright. I'll get this fixed up, and then we'll go over to the table and do the velocity test. Okay, we're set up with the chronograph. Locked into feet per second. With the Glock 17 Gen 4 from Umarex. 6mm Airsoft CO2 power blowback. And 17 rounds of the 0.20 gram BBs. And the box has claimed that with these weight BBs, up to 350 feet per second. Current indoor temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's see what kind of numbers we get. Alright, got a nice little view of the chronograph, and we'll get to see the blowback action. Again, 17 rounds, 0.20 gram BBs. .359.4, so we already exceeded the claim velocity. .357.3. 353.9. 348.8. 345.7. So we're dropping below that now. 355.1. Back up. 350.5. 339.1. That one really dropped. 343.9. 347.4. 332.8. 338.3. 338.8. 339.0. 328.7. 336.1. Some up and down numbers. 330.9. Again, 17 rounds with the Glock 17 Gen 4 Airsoft 0.20 gram BBs. I'm going to reload, let it warm up a bit, and see how we do for the next 17 shots. Alright, I'm back, reloaded with another 17 rounds of the 0.20 gram BBs. Had about a 10-minute warm-up. After that last shooting session, this magazine was ice cold. So
velocities should pick up, and then they'll probably drop again. Alrighty, shot number 17. This is shot number 18. .5. 354.2. 350.2. 345.9. 345.6. 345.9. 349.0. 351.1. 343.7. 338.8. Starting to drop a bit. 343.1. Back up a bit. 338.0. 339.3. 342.1. 342.9. 346.4. 336.7. So that was another 17. Tell you what, I'll load it up, another 17, let it warm up. We'll see if we can get a third full magazine. I'll be back. All right, back with 17 more BBs loaded up. This will be shots 35 through 51. Same CO2 cartridge. It's been warming up for about 15 minutes. See how we do. I'm going to shoot this one left-handed just to kind of show you the trigger pull. I just used the very tip of my fingertip here. Just enough. I don't go all the way through, and it's very light. Alright, first shot. 347.1. 359.5. So, I mean, we're still above the claimed 350 feet per second. 357.7. Oh, squeeze that one off a little too quick. I didn't allow my chronograph to enough time to reset. 342.9. 338.8. 334.2. 339.4. 338.7. 340.9. 337.0. 338.9. 339.2. 335.1. 339.9. 333.8. 338.2. So shots 35 through 51. I had the one that didn't read because I shot it a little too quickly before my chronograph had a chance to reset. So still pretty good numbers. went above the 350 feet per second claimed by the box. Seems to settle in around the 330s, the high 330. You saw a lot that were like 338, so not bad. All right, I'm gonna switch out the CO2 and then load up some 0.25 gram BBs, and we'll do the same thing. Let's exhaust the CO2 here, see how much is left. Might have got another magazine out of that. All right, onto the 0.25 gram BBs. All right, back with the 0.25 gram BBs. I installed a fresh CO2 cartridge. It's warmed up. Here's the last one, by the way. It's got a really nice big hole where it pierces, so definitely gets good good gas flow. I expect these to be a bit slower, so we'll see how many shots we get. Again, blowback plus the numbers. Get a good view. Make sure my numbers aren't blurry. Okay. First shot, 0.25 gram BBs. .310.2. .321.2. 322.5. 328.4. 321.9. 324.1. 327.0. 320.2. So we're steady into 320s. 318.6. That one dropped. 315.9. 308.7. 314.0. 316.6. 313.1. 308.2. 303.0. 304.2. So that's 17 rounds of the 0.25 gram BBs. I'll reload another 17, let it the magazine warm up, and we'll try again. Okay, I'm back. Got another 17 rounds of the 0.25 gram BBs. Same CO2 cartridge. We shots 18 through 34. Let's see how we do. Been about a 10-minute warm-up. 323.8. 328.8. 322.8. 316.4. 306.7. It's just amazing how just wow, 0.05 or yeah of a gram difference changes your velocity that much. 308.3. 310.4. I mean, we're still in the 300s. 318.3. 320.0. You know, a little bit of up and down. 313.6. 317.5. 316.3. 315.9. 312.0. 313.7. 307.1. 309.5. So, a little bit up and down. You know, some steady numbers. Still steady 300s or more. So, not bad. That was a second full magazine. We will try a third full magazine on the same CO2 cartridge. Again, about a 10-minute warm-up, and I'm going to reload. All right, back with the last 17 shots of the 0.25 gram BBs. We'll see how our velocities do, and where we're at on the last shot, which will be what, shot 51. Chronograph on. All right, here we go. $266.8. That was really low. 317.7. That might have shot 2 BBs. That first shot. 322.0. Yeah, I'm thinking that's what happened, because I might have racked the slide twice. Probably loaded another BB, which is easy to do. 320.3. 307.8. 314.0. 318.9. 314.2. 322.9. 310.5. 313.3. 318.5. 311. 310.9. 307.2. 305.8. So, not bad. I'm going to throw that first shot out. I'm pretty sure I double fed 2 BBs. So, but shot 51. We're still above 300 feet per second. So, we'll go ahead and set up some paper targets, and we'll do some target testing. Here's the remaining CO2 gas in the magazine. Might have got another magazine on that cartridge as well. All right, fresh CO2 cartridge. We're gonna start with the 0.20 gram BBs for the target testing, and we'll be shooting at a paper target. All right, for the accuracy testing, I got the 0.20 gram BBs loaded up. I'm gonna do 10 shot groups. That way I can do 10 shots each with we'll do 20 shots, you know, each, you know, 10 and 10 with the 0.20 gram, and then we'll switch to the 0.25 gram, and then we'll do the same. That way I can try to get the most out of one CO2 cartridge. I'll be shooting from an unrested position from here to down there. It's about 6 yards. Again, just a paper target. I'll start with the one on the... Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Alright, get zoomed in. There you go. Let me get a little closer. There we go. Get a little more light. There we go. Alright, again, I'm going to start with the one on the left. I'm going to start my aim just below that black dot. 10 rounds. You got 10 shots. Seems to be shooting mostly to the right. Alright, let me load up 10 more and we'll do the target to the right. Alright, 10 more of the 0.20 gram BBs loaded up. A little bit tighter. A little less spread out than the left target there. Still a little low, but again, I'm aiming just below the dot there, so not bad. I'm gonna switch out targets and we'll switch to the 0.25 gram BBs. Okay, loaded up 10 rounds of the 0.25 gram BBs. Same CO2 cartridge. I'll do 10 rounds, each target, starting with the left. Same thing, aiming right just below that black dot. Still inside the circle. A little bit more opened up. More to the left. Elevation's about the same. I'm going to load another 10 up and do the right target. Alright, another 10 rounds loaded up. these sights aren't adjustable, and I do not believe this has any hop up. Again, 10 rounds, right target. Not bad. A little tighter. That last shot really flew to the left. That was the last one after the slide locked. I don't know if that has any effect to where maybe the gun might jump a little bit. But, I mean, not bad. I mean, it's Airsoft. You know, it's smooth bore. But, hey, I'm happy with that. Again, only 6 yards. Okay, let's do some plinking. Okay, I got 2 aluminum beer cans set up. I have the full 17 rounds of loaded up the .20 gram BBs. These had the fastest velocity of the 2, so hopefully we'll get better penetration with the faster feet per second. I'll just do 17 rounds. You know, do what we can with the aluminum cans, and then I'll set up some different reactive targets and see how we do knocking them over. Pretty good damage. I got them taped down so they don't fall over. Very sharp edges. Be careful handling them, especially if we're shooting with younger shooters. Had a few bounce back. Nice exit hole. Again, very sharp edge. That will definitely slice your fingers. Alright, I'm going to set up some reactive targets and we'll see how we do. Okay, I got some empty, spent 20 gauge shotgun shells up there. We'll try to knock those over. I don't know how good my accuracy will be. And then we got 3 dinosaurs on the bottom. Brontosaurus, Stegosaurus, and Ankylosaurus. We'll see how well I can hit those. Again, using .20 gram BBs, and this will be the same CO2 cartridge. Alright, I got 17 rounds loaded up. Same CO2 cartridge. We'll see how we do. Actually, I mean, I did change out the CO2 just for the penetration, so with the aluminum cans, and now with this, we're on the same CO2. Still got a couple rounds left. Let me set up one of these. Set a couple of these up. Not sure how much I got left. Try those again. That's it. So, hey, definitely enough power for knocking down some targets. A little bit of mini sniping with plastic dinosaurs and some spent 20 gauge shotgun shells. Again, that was only from about 6 yards though. So let me go back to the my review table, and we'll just finish this up. Back at the table with the Glock 17 Gen 4. This is a 6mm Airsoft CO2 powered blowback. It's from Umarex. We did some velocity testing, some accuracy testing, and we did a little plinking as well in the beginning. A quick tabletop review. Velocities were pretty good. We were up there where it was claimed. Accuracy, not bad. It is Airsoft. It is a smooth bore barrel, and it is blowback. I was at a distance of 6 yards. I was satisfied with it. Plinking, definitely can punch some holes in aluminum. Enough power to knock down little mini targets. That was extremely fun, as always. It's a fun gun. If you're in the market for a Glock, I could definitely recommend this one. Again, it is the Glock 17. This is the Gen 4 CO2 powered blowback Airsoft version. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.